And we will get to our coronavirus coverage in just a moment. But first tonight, Columbus police have a juvenile in custody for the suspected arson of a local church. Police say the juvenile is also connected to the burglaries of two other churches over the past weekend. WTVA's Nicole Dantzler spoke with the pastor of the church destroyed in that fire. She joins us now live with what he plans to do this Sunday.
As this arson investigation unfolds, we're learning more about a string of church crimes that happened in the Columbus area over this past weekend. I spoke with the pastor of the church that was destroyed in a fire early this morning. He said he's devastated by the destruction.
And it felt like a good future was developing in spite of what you see with your eyes.
All anyone can see with their eyes is a destroyed church on Lindbergh Road. Debris everywhere, charred windows, and a fallen foundation. The pastor of the First Independent Methodist Church said this was totally unexpected.
Devastation. Devastation.
Gary Shelton said yesterday his church members met inside the church for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. But a massive fire destroyed the church early this morning.
Something just wasn't right.
Columbus Fire Chief Martin Andrews said it took firefighters 4 hours to put out the fire. He was suspicious about how much the fire got out of control.
It's by the grace of God that it didn't spread because it had such a big jump on us.
Now police have a male juvenile in custody for suspected arson of the church.
We have arson, and then we have 3 counts of burglary because he did break into the church to set the fire.
Police Chief Fred Shelton said the juvenile is booked at the Juvenile Detention Center, and he may be connected to 2 other churches that were burglarized this past weekend. Calvary Church, which is right across the street from First Independent Methodist Church, and Covenant Presbyterian, which has this sign up for the person responsible. Pastor Gary Shelton said he looks forward to rebuilding the church, but for now, he's taking Sunday service outdoors.
We will be here in the parking lot. We will be having a worship service.
Although the church is destroyed, the pastor said his spirit isn't crushed. Meanwhile, the male juvenile suspect, he will go before the youth court judge to certify him as an adult for those charges. For now, I'm live in Columbus. Nicole Dantzler, WTVA 9 News.
By the way, this is the second church fire in Columbus in the last 2 days. Fire Chief Martin Andrews said a fire happened at the Church of Christ on 10th Avenue yesterday. That was Sunday. The fire damaged a van, a church bus, and an outside shed. Chief Shelton said that investigators are looking at video footage to identify a suspect.